From Washington, tonight at 6.
Hello?
Oh, thank God. I was about to give up.
Hey, I just got in from running. Something wrong?
Well, guess who showed up on my doorstep last night? Michael.
He's in Oakdale?
In the flesh.
What does he want? How on earth did he find you?
I didn't have a chance to ask him. Emily was there.
She didn't see him, did she?
No, but it was a close call. She'd just gone upstairs. I told him to stop by and meet me here this morning, but I wanted to talk to you first to know how to handle it. He made it very clear that he's in town because of you.
Damn it. Well, I guess it's pointless to try to avoid him.
You gotta talk to him.
What choice do I have? Set up a meeting at a safe place.
All right. I have to get back to you. Oh, Neil, I'm so sorry this happened.
Me too. But it'll be all right as long as I have you.
Well, you don't have to worry about that. You know how much I love you.
Back to you in spades. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. Michael, come on in.
It looks like you and your new little son are in tip-top shape.
Oh, that's good news. You know, when the pain started, I had no idea that he was going to be premature.
Yes, well, he took us all by surprise, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did.
When John called me last night, I was concerned, but I think he was right. There was no reason to bring you and the baby into the hospital then. But as a precaution, I'd feel better if you both checked in today.
All right, okay. Thanks for making the house call.
Oh, my pleasure. Bye-bye.
Hi, Audrey.
It's
Morning.
the nervous father. Well, you can relax, Daddy. Both mother and son are doing splendidly.
Good, good. You do agree they should be moved to the hospital, though?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I will call the ambulance. And you know what? I'm going to offer Emma a job on our staff because I think we could use a cool head and steady hands in the delivery room.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. I'll stop by and see you later this morning. I'm not sure exactly what time because I'm testifying at the trial today.
If you see Margot, give her my best.
Of course I will. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, you look just fine. You get a good night's rest?
No, I didn't get any sleep at all. I mean, I did get some. He was up every few hours. He was hungry, has a healthy appetite. Very healthy.
He's more beautiful than he was last night.
I know, but how did Mama seem when you dropped the boys off?
Well, she seemed fine, honey. I mean, she sent her love and said she'd try to stop by the court later on.
Did she mention anything about Cal?
No, and Simone was there, so I didn't feel like asking. So what's the story on Dawn's friend, Ernie Smith, the bartender?
Well, Jason and Jessica are briefing him now, so I don't know.
What about Nevin's ex-girlfriend?
Joel's trying to track her down in Las Vegas, you tell me. Joe, baby, what are you doing here?
See, Tom?
I've got some news on those disturbing phone calls about Hal that you and Barbara received.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Bounce. It stops static before static stops you.
Don't let static catch you riding up. Stop static with the only unscented fabric softener, Bounce Free. It won't stop you. Bounce Free stops static before static stops you.
Big boys don't cry.
Introducing Tear-Free Pert Plus for kids. It's not just a tear-free shampoo. It's a detangling conditioner, too. Tear-Free Pert Plus for kids. Easy on eyes, tough on tangles.
You again?
I've ran out of NyQuil again. Please. Can I borrow a cup of NyQuil? I've got a really heavy cold.
Tell him to go on a diet.
That's a nighttime medicine, but how do I know I won't be up tonight? Coffee. I gotta rest.
I do have one dose left.
And I need it.
You're an angel of mercy.
Vicks NyQuil for nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever, so you can rest medicine.
They've seemed like the only answer to stains. But there's something with power that hits stains, like a wrecking ball. Power that digs into stains, like a drill. It's not a pre-treater. It's new Ultra Era. Now so powerful, you actually use less. This pre-treater can't beat this stain even with detergent. But watch Era cut through with just a spray of water. For power that comes on like a ton of bricks. It's Ultra Era, the power tool for stains.
Yeah, but Joe, what have you heard? Because I just talked to Barbara about an hour ago, and she wants to know how much longer she can stay down in Alva.
Oh, you can tell Barbara it's safe to come home.
So those phone calls were on the up and up?
Yeah. You know, we first tried to find out if Hal had an insurance policy under the name of Hal Munson before he started to work with the Crime Commission. And sure enough, he took one out some years ago with Chicago Mutual.
So the guy who called Barbara and Margot worked for that company?
That's George McNamara. He was the agent in charge of Hal's file, and when Hal failed to make a payment on his premium, you know, McNamara tried to track him down. It's all strictly legit.
Whew, well, that's a relief. I gotta... Hi. Hey.
Hi, John.
How you holding up?
Not too great. Yeah, I know court doesn't start for a while, but after I dropped Jerry off, I felt kind of at loose ends. Just...
I brought some apricot beet juice from home. Well, if you're not as adventurous, I can get you some orange juice or something. That'd be all right. It's in the fridge.
Well, Margot looks like she's holding up pretty well.
Oh, come off it, Joe. On top of this hellish trial, that woman is still trying to deal with the fact that she lost Hal. For instance, this morning, her son is playing with the baseball mitt that Hal gave him, and it's tearing her apart. And the minute Adam walks out of the room, she breaks down in tears. Well, guess what? I'm at home dealing with that, Joe, not you. You were adding stress to the situation. That's what she doesn't need.
Look, Tom, maybe it was a mistake for me to tell you about Hal, but now that I have, you've got to keep it a secret until it's safe for him to come out of hiding.
So when is that going to be?
I don't know. But I've got my hands full with Hal. I mean, he's really chomping at the bit.
You mean you've seen him?
Well, no, but we've had phone conversations.
I guess you didn't happen to mention that he fathered a baby that Barbara's carrying right now, did you?
You've got to be kidding. If I told him that, he'd throw caution to the wind and come rushing right back here.
I don't know. I highly recommend the apricot beet juice. Any takers?
I'm not going to have to pass on that, Margot. Thanks anyway. Listen, good luck on the trial. I'll talk to you both soon, okay? Bye-bye.
Morning. Hi, Dawn.
Hello.
Hi.
Ernie!
Hello, Dawn. I came as soon as I heard. I'm so sorry.
So I kept just Tom and Margot up most of the night. And then I went over to Andy and Courtney's. They were all ready for bed, but what the hell? The light was on, so I got them up. Anyway, they send their congratulations and their love and best wishes.
Come in. Hi.
How are you doing? How's everybody?
Great.
Oh, he is so beautiful. Oh, you done good. Yeah, you did. I wanted to come over as soon as Ned called last night, but I didn't want to be in the way.
Well, it was pretty crazy around here. So.
Iva, I just came by because I'm on my way into campus, and I want to know if there's anything else I can do for you here or in town, maybe?
Actually, John, are you, when are you going by Memorial?
Well, I thought I'd wait for the ambulance when I got here going.
You know what you could do? Is go by my office and talk to the volunteers. Tell them I'll be in later this afternoon to the hospital. And I need to work with him on a few things about the...
Why didn't you take it easy? You just had a baby, you know?
I know. I'm not an invalid.
I'll tell your volunteers. Is there anything else? No?
No, thanks.
Bye, baby.
Iva, do you think I could hold him?
Oh, of course. Of course.
Be okay?
Be careful, though, Edith.
Hello.
Oh, watch his head.
Go ahead.
Hello, little Matthew John. Well, you had a very exciting arrival, didn't you? Yeah. Oh, I know you're going to have a wonderful life growing up here as a Snyder. To be surrounded by nothing but love.
Now, how do you take yours, Michael?
I didn't come here for coffee.
Oh, well, all the same, you don't mind if I have some, do
Well,
you?
suit yourself. You always have. You know, I didn't appreciate having the door slammed in my face when I stopped by your house last night.
Well, while we're on the subject of manners, if you had bothered to call me, let me know you were coming, you might have gotten a warmer welcome. So why are you here?
I want to see Neil. I know she left her job in San Francisco suddenly, and they won't give me any forwarding address. I was certain that if anyone knew where she is, it would be you.
Surprised you didn't hire a pack of detectives to hunt her down like you usually do.
I thought it would be easier to find you, since you're such a famous person. But if you won't cooperate...
Oh, spare me the threats. Neil's in Oakdale.
So that's who was at your house last night.
You couldn't be more pathetically wrong. I called Neil earlier, and she's willing to see you. But after you do see her, I strongly advise you to stay out of her life for good. And while that may not sound like a threat, I assure you that's exactly what it is.
Why can't something work like my soft cleanser without leaving all this grit?
Can't anything clean soap scum better than this?
Introducing an old friend with a new job. Now there's a Mr. Clean bathroom who cleans to the shine. Disinfectant liquids can leave soap scum, while soft cleansers don't rinse away all their grit. But Mr. Clean bathroom cuts through tough soap scum, leaving nothing but the shine. Full strength or in the bucket, new Mr. Clean bathroom cleans to the shine.
Put Velveeta in, leave the lookalikes out. Mix the salsa in, pop it in and pull it out.
Use some lookalike, who knows what may come out. With Velveeta, there's no doubt. Velveeta! Velveeta cooks better.
How do you give low-saturated fat oils like canola a different taste? Add corn oil.
Only new Mazzola Right Blend blends the leading corn oil with canola, with 1 gram of saturated fat per serving.
Blend good taste into your healthy cooking with new Mazzola Right Blend.
Last week, I had a cold, but I gave it to my little brother. Now he's coughing, stuffy, and achy all over. But Mom will take care of it.
Only one children's cold medicine relieves every major symptom. New Tylenol Cold plus cough, with 3 cold fighters plus children's Tylenol pain reliever.
You're looking better, Jake. Thanks. I can't wait to give him the chicken pox.
New children's Tylenol Cold plus cough, the only one you need.
Tonight, the hottest superstars come together for the entertainment event of the year. An American Reunion, the 52nd Presidential Inaugural Gala tonight.
Good morning, Miss Walsh. Well, that was just a few bars of a showstopper that coffee, black.
Yes, absolutely. Any news from Duncan, from Cal?
Oh, yes. Yes. Mr. McKechnie is going to stop by this morning, and Cal is still in Waco.
Morning.
Morning. Coffee?
No, thank you. These are for you.
Ah, what are these?
There's some new proposals I worked up for DeWitt.
Oh, my heavens, you must have worked to the wee small hours of the morning, or did Ms. Walsh go home early?
Well, for your information, Connor and I said goodnight at the Mona Lisa shortly after you and Neil left.
Hello, Scott. Hello, Lucinda.
Good morning. I'm so glad you got my message.
Well, I did. It was a bit cryptic. It said all you wanted to talk about was the riverfront project.
And on that note, I'll go to my office.
No. I want you to stay, Scott. I want you to sit in on this.
Really? I haven't sat in on any other meetings.
I know. That's why I want you to be in on this. You have a 3-year contract, and by God, maybe within 3 years, this tower is going to be built. Ah, Thelma.
Thelma, I'll take that coffee.
Yes, milk, no sugar. Mr. McKechnie?
Yes, thank you, Thelma.
No milk, 1 sugar.
You have a very good memory.
Thank you. Thank you, my dear. All right. Now, I had a meeting yesterday with our famous architect, and I said to him I just needed some sort of a time frame on when the erection of this tower would take place. And all I got from him was sort of a gentle musing about how time frames and timetables were not written into his contract.
Well, he's right, Lucinda. His contract gives him carte blanche.
I know, but I thought maybe we'd put our heads together. We might just come up.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you had a meeting.
Good morning. What is it?
Last night I did some work on those ideas you and I talked about over dinner.
Thank you.
I'm so lucky I've got a staff. Have I got a staff? They burned the midnight oil for me.
Yes. Excuse me, just a moment. Neil, your office transferred a call?
Thank you. Neil Alcott.
Hi, it's me. Well, Michael just left, and it's like we figured. He wants to see you. So I told him you'd meet him here at 10.
So soon?
I figured you'd want to get it over with.
Is it safe there? What if Emily should walk in?
Don't worry. I'll stop by M&A for coffee and lock up here on the way out. You can get the key from Todd.
I cannot tell you how much I'm dreading this.
I know. I wish I could be here with you, but I think Michael will probably go ballistic.
That's an understatement.
Just hold your ground for both our sakes.
I'll do my damnedest. Thanks. Bye now.
No, Emily. When I couldn't reach you, I figured you'd spent the night out. No, I'm not going to give you any motherly advice because I know how pointless that is. Hopefully I can see you before I leave for Chicago. I love you too. Bye.
Suddenly Chicago seems so far away. I'm going to miss you.
Well, you could be going with me if you volunteered for the AIDS unit.
Yeah, well, I'm not counting on seeing a lot of cases of kids with AIDS around here, but if we do, you'll see me.
Oh, hey. I understand you and I are both heading for Chicago General today.
I didn't know you were going.
Yeah, John asked me last night. I think it'll be a good experience, and you'll enjoy meeting and working with Jack Baker.
Great.
Is he married?
Yeah, he's really married. Lovely wife and 3 kids.
Good.
See you later.
Hey, Mom.
Hello, darling.
Where's Mac?
He's parking the car. I wanted to talk to you a minute first.
What is it?
When we went home last night, Dan told me that you wanted to do some more tests. Can you tell me what you're looking for?
Mom, I told him last night that some of the tests were inconclusive, and I wanted to run some more to pinpoint the problem, if there even is a problem.
You wouldn't keep anything from me, would you, Bob?
Mom, you know I wouldn't.
Hey, Mac. Hey, Bob. How you doing?
Good.
How long do you figure this would take? Because I haven't been down to the station yet today.
I think I can have you back cracking the whip by lunchtime.
Okay.
Come on to my office. I'll take you.
Oh, good.
Hey.
See you later.
Hey,
Well, hello there.
How did you get in?
Well, Simone and I flew in last night.
Traveling in style on Cal's jet.
No. It was a lot easier to fly commercial.
Since when?
I know.
We're fine. There's Nancy. Excuse me, I just want to say hello.
I talked with Rosanna last night. Tried to convince her to fly out to the wedding with Connor and me.
Oh. Did you succeed?
No. She hadn't made up her mind yet.
Well, I must tell you, darling, I will not be heartbroken if she decides to stay away.
Mother, how can you say that?
Because really the last thing in the world I want is for Rosanna to disrupt what should be a wonderful day for me. For all of us.
I can promise that won't happen. All right. Excuse me.
Hi. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
No better way to face the day. Non-stop days need Lady Speed Stick. Its clinically proven protection helps you feel fresh and confident all day. Lady Speed Stick. No better way to face the day. Find it.
Before the Regina housekeeper, Dirt and I could hide anywhere. It's so powerful. Mom, it's me or the Regina. I guess Mom doesn't like ultimatums.
Regina, powerful enough to clean up after Pigpen.
Your oatmeal, sir.
Oh, the injustice of a low-fat breakfast. If only it could be more inviting.
Sir, from the lady.
Now it can. Introducing Philly Free. Rich, creamy, with the taste only Philly could give you. Yet it's fat-free. Now you can spread new Philly Free instead.
He was a rapper who made millions. Then he blew it.
I can't believe it. I just made a mistake.
Now he's a big-time TV star. Maybe the next Bill Cosby. Find out why Fresh Prince is not going to blow it again this week in TV Guide. Also, get a look at the TV wizardry of tomorrow. Plus, get kid show reviews, soap opera updates, and other features no newspaper listing offers. Only this week. Only in TV Guide.
Here comes the inauguration. There'll be lots of ceremony and celebration.
Every administration is theater. This is the nature of public life in America, and this is the opening scene.
What's the real meaning behind all this symbolism? We'll tell you on Eye on America tonight on the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
Watch CBS this morning. It's breakfast for your head.
Dr. Samuels, you practice at Memorial Hospital here in Oakdale, correct?
Yes, I do.
And what is your specialty?
Obstetrics and gynecology.
Did you examine Detective Margot Hughes on the night of August 3rd, 1992?
Yes, I did. She was brought into the emergency room after being brutally raped.
Now, I have here the medical records from that night. I would like to enter these into the records as People's Exhibit C.
Better be so entered.
Now, it says that there were bruises to the face.
Yes, she was apparently struck very hard. Several times, in fact.
Objection. Mr. Nevins is not on trial for assault.
Your Honor, I am trying to establish the violence of the attack, the intent of the defendant.
Overruled.
So, Detective Hughes was struck in the face several times with great force.
Yes.
Now, I noticed several lab reports here. Could you tell us what they were for?
Yes, in cases of rape, we run a variety of diagnostic tests. We check for such things as infection.
Would any of these tests indicate if Detective Hughes was infected with the AIDS virus?
No, but I did take a sample of Margot's blood that night, and at the request of her husband, I had it tested for the HIV virus. It came out negative.
Indicating that she was not HIV positive at the time of the rape.
That's correct.
Now, how long a wait before Margot finds out whether she has this virus that could cause AIDS and kill her?
6 months following the rape.
6 months. Half a year, not knowing if you've been given a death sentence. Thank you, Dr. Samuels. No further questions. We reserve the right to recall.
So noted. Mr. Clark, your witness.
According to my calculations, Detective Hughes has only 2 more weeks before that 6-month period has elapsed. Isn't it true that she's already taken 2 preliminary tests which have shown a 98% certainty that she was not infected?
Objection, Your Honor. The question is irrelevant. Mr. Nevins knew that he was capable of transmitting a deadly disease.
I'll allow the question, Mr. Benedict.
The answer to your question is yes.
98%? Excellent odds, I'd say. According to Detective Hughes' file, all semen samples were taken from her left thigh.
That's correct.
So, in other words, Mr. Nevins withdrew before reaching orgasm.
It would appear so.
So the truth is, Mr. Nevins had no intention of ejaculating inside...
Objection, Your Honor, calls for a conclusion.
Sustained. Last statement will be stricken from record. Jury will disregard.
The fact remains, the virus is transmitted through semen, and there was no semen found in the vagina of Detective Hughes. Is that correct?
Yes, but
no further questions.
I'd like to redirect, Your Honor. Dr. Samuels, if intercourse is interrupted before ejaculation, is the other person safe from transmittal of a sexual disease?
Absolutely not.
Would you please elaborate for the jury?
A preseminal fluid can also transport sexual disease, including the AIDS virus.
I don't understand why you wanted to see me, Michael. It's all been said many times before.
No, damn it, everything could have been perfect.
Oh, that's absurd!
But why do you refuse to see what Royce has done to us? What he's still doing, we could have had it all, baby.
Royce has nothing to do with
Yes,
it. What do
he
you
does.
get it through your damn head?
Oh, come on, Neil.
Hi. Neil, you're about the last person I expected to find here.
I could say the same for you.
Well, Lucinda hasn't been able to reach Royce to set up an appointment, so she asked me to come see if maybe he was on the site somewhere.
No, I thought he'd be here too, but he's not around.
Oh, aren't you forgetting your manners, Neil?
Michael, this is Scott Eldridge. Scott, this is Michael Alcott, my ex-husband.
Whenever you vacuum, use Woolite self-cleaning rug cleaner. It's so easy to get clean rugs in minutes with no scrubbing. We have time to show you again. Whenever you vacuum, use Woolite self-cleaning rug cleaner. It's so easy to get clean rugs in minutes with no scrubbing. We had time to show you again. And now there's new Woolite Pet Stain Eliminator. It removes tough pet stains and odors better than ordinary rug cleaners.
Ah, the Nature Valley Granola Bar. Once you come to know this wonderfully wholesome taste, you realize a Nature Valley Granola Bar could be the candy bar nature intended.
Left, right, left. Company.
Sounds hostile, Sarge.
Lousy cough, sore throat.
Try Nice.
Sugar-free Nice showers your throat with medicine for icy cool relief.
Left, right, left.
Put your throat on ice with Nice.
It's really important that the dog be bred right and then be fed right.
Tom Wilson, top breeder of champion Weimaraners.
I think pedigree is one dog food that has the kind of chunks of meat in it that the dogs really like. Pedigree meat and the pedigree mealtime dry mixed together is the best combination I've ever found for my dogs. I've been feeding pedigree for almost 10 years now, and my dogs do so well on it I wouldn't change a thing.
Pedigree, developed with vets, recommended by top breeders.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Every day, Nadine is hiding behind secrets.
How long did you think you could get away with this lie?
Every day, she betrays the ones she loves.
How could you do this to us?
Every day, she comes closer to being discovered.
I'm going to do everything that I can to find out what happened to my father.
Quick, turn on the light, guiding light.
This is CBS.
Wake up to Daybreak at 6 a.m., followed by Morning Edition at 6:30. A full hour of local news and weather every weekday morning. Daybreak and Morning Edition only on WREG-TV News Channel 3, where local news comes first.
Don't buy another piece of furniture until you've seen the bargain basement at Jolly Royal.
It's the clean sweep sale and prices cannot get any lower.
Closeout headboards, mirrors, and tables are $10 each, cash and carry.
Living room chairs start at $25.
Dining room chairs as low as $10 each, cash and carry.
End tables and nightstands are $10 each, cash and carry.
A wide assortment of lamps are just $29 each.
Name brand bedding, $59 each piece, any size.
Appliances and electronics are greatly reduced.
Go to Jolly Royal.
Go to the bargain basement and
save big today. Only Jolly Royal could do it.
Then I got into Memphis.
The Withers Photography 1993 Black Awareness Calendar is available now.
It features the photography of award-winning photojournalist Ernest Withers and important dates in Black history with a special focus on Memphis. There's a limited supply, so get your copy of this collector's item today. The Withers Black Awareness Calendar is just $7, and with $18 worth of McDonald's coupons inside, it's a $25 value. Get the Withers Calendar at these outlets or call 942-9212.
Fun in Acapulco, Sunday, January 31st at 3:30. And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
Mr. Eldridge and I are colleagues. Michael's an architect, and since Mr. Keller said I could take a tour of the site at any time, I thought it would be the perfect opportunity. Evidently, he's not here.
Yeah, evidently not. But I'll let him a note. If you see him, have him call Lucinda.
Sure, of course.
Well, it's nice meeting you.
It's nice meeting you.
And I'll see you back at the salt mines, right?
Right.
Your latest conquest? Does he know about you and Royce? Or should I say Mr. Keller?
Stop it! What do you want, Michael?
I love you. I know we can still work it out.
Don't you understand? Our marriage was a mistake from the beginning.
Now, don't say that. If Royce hadn't come...
Stop blaming him! You have always been jealous of Royce, both as an architect and as a man.
I'm as good at my profession as Royce. Better. He's just gotten all the breaks. And maybe I could overlook that, but he had to steal you away from me, too.
That's what happened. Michael, I don't want to hurt you. But the simple truth is I don't love you. Not now. Not after everything you've done. I don't want you in my life. That's why I left San Francisco so quickly. I want to make a fresh, clean start away from you.
Damn it. You came here because of Royce.
No, damn it, you're wrong. That's beside the fact. Our divorce is final. Accept it. And please, do not bother us anymore.
I may even be in her room by now.
I'm surprised she's even up to talking about work today.
Well, I can't wait to see this precious little baby.
You should have been out at the farm. One minute we find out Iva's gone into labor. The next minute, Emma is springing into action. She's got Rosanna looking for clean sheets, someone else boiling water. Oh, I was a wreck. But Rosanna was right there. You're incredible.
Well, I was able to keep it from Nancy, but there were times on the trip when I got confused. I forgot things. One morning, it was terrifying. I woke up in Bernice's guest room. I had absolutely no idea where I was.
Mac, that could happen to anybody. Strange place, jet lag.
Oh, maybe, but I can't shake the fear of Alzheimer's.
Well, we can't rule that out, but it's much too premature to come up with that diagnosis.
And these new tests will show one way or the other?
With Alzheimer's, it's a process of exclusion. I want to run a test to make sure that you're not having an adverse reaction to your heart medication. I want to rule out Parkinson's and the possibility of a brain tumor. I'm talking to you as...
Dan, would you like me to be with you for these tests?
Oh, no, thanks, sweetheart. I know you got work to do here, and besides, I'll be fine, yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
We'll see you later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Well, wait a minute.
I think we can go to the development office if...
That's where we should, yeah.
Yeah, I think...
Well, listen, I have a 12:15 lecture over at the business school today. You want to meet before for coffee?
Sure, I'll be in the student union after my 10:30 class, so I'll look for you.
Great.
Okay, I have to run. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Rosanna.
See you.
Darling, I hope you'll find some time for me next week to help me pack my apartment. I mean, I would let the movers do everything, but I really don't trust them with the finer things.
Oh, sure I will. Of course, Mother.
I knew I could count on you. You know, I was wondering, perhaps you'd like to take over my apartment at the River House.
That is a very generous offer. Well, assuming there are no strings attached.
What do you mean?
Well, I hope you're not hoping for some kind of a trade-off. You know, a condo for my friendship with Rosanna.
Please, how can you even say such a thing? I mean, I'm just thinking of your career. I mean, you're an executive now. You need some place to entertain your clients. You certainly can't do that over a garage.
It's true. Hello, Dr. Dixon.
How you doing? How are you? Hello, Edwina. How are you?
Congratulations on your new son.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
I was given all the information from Evan, this very exciting arrival.
It was.
She must have gone into labor just after I left.
Really? I didn't know you were there then.
Sure. I'm surprised Lucinda wasn't there to help out with the delivery. That would have been a hoot, seeing Lucinda boil water with Emma.
What do you mean?
Well, she was arriving in her limo just as I was pulling out of the drive.
I like Royce. I really do.
But
Why can't my headstrong daughter take things a little slowly? Do you know they're practically living together?
I know. Young people today, I mean, what are you going to do with them?
She's had such rotten luck with men. What if he isn't the marrying kind?
Hey, I wasn't the marrying kind until I met Emily's mother.
Oh, really? I seem to recall that you first proposed to Franny Hughes about 100 times.
Yeah, but I got lucky. She turned me down.
What a surprise, Dad.
Yeah, well, when I heard this news, I
Crying out loud. How you doing,
John,
Sam?
hello there. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Have you seen little Matthew John?
No, I haven't had the chance yet. I'm going to go down there now. I wanted to see this one first. I'll go now. I'll leave you two alone first.
Listen,
Okay.
by the way, I just heard something from Evan.
Oh, hi.
Well,
I can't believe it's you.
I can hardly see you behind those flowers. Put them down. Let me give you a proper greeting.
Okay. Hi, Iva. Hi, John.
Hey, Angel, those are nice flowers.
Well, I have to confess they are not for me. I ran into someone in the hall and offered to bring them in.
Oh, did you read the card?
Yeah, sure. It's right here. Let's see. Dear Iva, Margot told me the good news. Congratulations. I can't wait to meet the newest Snyder and see his beautiful mom. Love, Jason.
1 gram of fat, or 1 gram of fat. 1 gram of fat, or 1 gram of fat. Weight Watchers announces the first. New Smart Ones. The only line of entrees with 1 gram of fat. Luscious chicken mirabella. Lavish pasta portofino with an amazing 1 gram of fat. So why eat this when you can indulge in this? New Smart Ones. 1 gram of fat. One smart choice.
Great seat. Comfy, huh?
Yes, Mom.
Good, because you weren't last night. When you were constipated. What? I think they had you in mind when they came out with these new Phillips gel caps. Mother.
Introducing Phillips Gel Caps, laxative plus stool softener. Now trusted relief is yours in an easy-to-swallow Phillips Gel Cap.
We didn't have gel caps when I was your age. What did you talk about?
New Phillips Laxative Gel Caps, the modern answer to an age-old problem.
The worst? She's coughing and miserable.
And you don't know how to help.
Exactly.
The best, for me, improved Triaminic.
Our pediatrician told us about it.
Me too.
Give us your worst. We'll give you our best. Improved Triaminic, the brand pediatricians recommend most.
It's great.
Ah, there goes the sun. Going, gone.
Do it again, Daddy. Lifesavers candy. Isn't life delicious?
And you were bartending at the Front Street Bar and Grill the night of July 24th, 1992?
Yeah, my shift is from 7 p.m. till 3 a.m.
Did you see Dawn Wheeler at the bar that night?
I did.
How did Dawn seem to you?
She was real upset. She'd just been pink-slipped.
She was laid off?
Yeah, and she was real worried about finding a job, especially because of her son, Jerry.
Was Dawn alone in the bar?
At first, but then later, some guy that I'd never seen before sat down next to her and bought her a few beers.
Is that man in the courtroom today?
Yeah.
Would you please point him out to the jury?
Right there.
Let the record show that the witness has indicated the defendant, Elroy Nevins. Did Dawn leave the bar with him that night?
I'm afraid so.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. No further questions.
Mr. Smith, Dawn Wheeler testified that she came into your bar frequently.
Yeah, she was always showing me the latest pictures she took of her son.
Jerry? Did you ever meet him?
Oh, yeah, he's a real great kid.
Miss Wheeler was in the habit of bringing her son to a neighborhood bar?
No, I never saw him there.
But I used to coach Little League, and Jerry was on one of the teams. Kid's got a real great fastball.
Are there a lot of single people who frequent that bar?
Sure, I guess.
And you see men and women pick each other up there sometimes?
Sometimes.
How often did Miss Wheeler leave with a man?
Only that one time. I remember feeling real uneasy about it. And now it turns out that animal...
No further questions.
Give me 5 minutes.
Mr. Smith, you may step down. Court will adjourn until 1 p.m.
All right.
Ernie, you were great. She's right. Thanks.
Oh, don't thank me, Dawn. I never should have let you leave with that scum.
You think the jury believed him? We took a bad hit. Might not be a good idea to put your pal Fickett up there just now.
But Fickett will swear that I was in Chicago with him that night.
And it'll be the word of a convicted criminal against a down-on-her-luck single mother and a friendly bartender who coaches Little League. Who the hell do you think the jury's going to believe?
No.
You know, it's a wee bit difficult having to sit out here.
Spoken like a true journalist.
Well, I'm talking about seeing you, my beautiful pregnant wife.
You know, this is breaking my heart, but I still have to talk to Jessica.
I knew it was too good to last. Excuse me.
See you later.
Yeah, but tell me how things are going with the cowboy, huh?
Oh, Margot, you don't want to hear about that.
No, tell me, Mom.
Well, let's just say that when Cal gets back, we have a lot to talk about.
But you are still talking.
How long do you think this is going to last, Tom?
Duncan, there's no way to know at this point.
You know what, Duncan, I know you're concerned about all the time we're taking away from you and Jessica,
Thank you.
I'm so grateful that she's on our side.
Well, it means a great deal to her.
Mark, what are you doing here?
Joe finally got a hold of Crystal Well.
Hold on. Jason and Jessica need to hear this.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's up?
Joel talked to Nevin's ex-girlfriend.
Joel wrote it all down. Here it is.
Oh, damn it.
What is it?
Crystal Lennon is terrified to testify because Nevins is so violent.
Fine, let's subpoena her.
Well, we could. But what good would it do if she's a hostile witness?
My mom's got a cold. A bad cold. And a sore nose, too. So I'm taking very good care of her with Kleenex Ultra. The really sucks are made with a potion.
Actually, there's a lotion in new Kleenex Ultra tissues, an oil-free lotion. So unlike others, they're never oily, only ultra-soft.
I know a lot about bad colds. I had the same one last week.
New Kleenex Ultra. Ultra-softness is all you feel.
We all work so hard today. That's why I treat myself to new Irish cream, amaretto, and hazelnut coffee mate. So many treats, so little time. New flavored coffee mate. Your coffee never had it so good.
No better way to face the day.
Non-stop days need Lady Speed Stick. Its clinically proven protection helps you feel fresh and confident all day. Lady Speed Stick.
No better way to face the day. Find it.
50 stories up without a net is no place for a nap. So when one of these guys gets a bad cold or flu, which medicine would you recommend? One with an antihistamine that can cause drowsiness, or Sudafed Severe Cold Formula? The one that lets you stay alert. No daytime cold and flu product has more maximum strength medicines. For non-drowsy relief, depend on Sudafed Severe Cold Formula, because people depend on you. From the makers of Sudafed.
Hi.
Hi.
Was it something I said?
Just a business trip. I came over last night. I had company.
You mean my brother? He just loves my coffee.
Your brother.
Savor the sophisticated taste of Taster's Choice.
Hi.
Don't tell me you forgot to pack your taster's choice.
Listen, I'm going to be in Paris.
How romantic.
Oh, it can be.
It's very good.
How long have you been there?
Not very long. Oh, yeah, I guess it is bad form to interrupt an artist at work.
I'm hardly an artist.
You're an artist in training. That's good enough for me. Listen, have you thought any more about going to the wedding?
I'm still not sure about it. Evan, this has nothing against your mother. It's just that
When I think of my father exchanging vows to love and cherish another woman in my mother's house so soon after...
Hey, it's okay. Whatever you decide. Maybe I'm just being selfish. But it would really mean a lot to me if you'd be there with me during the ceremony and afterwards on the dance floor.
So how about that coffee?
I would love to if I had the time, but if I don't get out of here right now, I'm going to be late for my own lecture. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Rosanna?
Mrs. Walsh, you just missed Evan.
Oh, no, dear. Actually, I was hoping to find you.
Oh.
Rosanna, we can talk openly, can't we?
Of course.
I know I can speak for your father when I say that if you have any misgivings about attending our
Mrs.
wedding...
Walsh, I hope that you understand this has absolutely nothing to do with you. It's just that this is all very sudden for me, and, I was very close to my mother.
Of course. And if you decide that you want to stay away from the wedding, we'll understand. But there is something else I must talk to you about. I'm very concerned about my son. Evan's in a very difficult position, trying to be your friend while at the same time handling important accounts for your father.
Evan's never said anything about that.
No, he never would. He's too much of a gentleman. He's such a caring person, generous to a fault. But unfortunately, he doesn't always know about his own best interests. I mean, for instance, when he tried to hide your identity, he put his career at terrible risk.
Well, I certainly never meant that to happen.
Of course not. But I can't help wondering if it wouldn't be better if you didn't depend so much on his friendship when he's feeling so torn.
Mrs. Walsh, you must know that I never meant to put Evan in the middle of my problems.
Oh, dear, I know, not intentionally. But what I'm trying to point out is that you've done just that, even without meaning to.
Well, it's quite apparent that Matthew John is an exceptional child. He's always alert. Gets along with everybody.
Not fussy.
The easiest child to pick out on the nursery, by the way. If you don't know him, you just look, you find the most beautiful child, the most perfect child, and that's Matthew John.
Well, I stopped by earlier. He is darling.
Well, you know, scuttlebutt around the hospital is that he's driving the nursery staff crazy, fiddling with the thermostat in the nursery.
Well, now it's winter. There are drafts. You can never be too careful about this.
Like I told Margot, Cal and I have an awful lot to talk about when he gets back, you know? But, you know, we could talk ourselves blue in the face, but it's not going to change anything.
I still believe that you can work things out.
I saw a sight of Cal in New Mexico that it scared me. I don't know how I can marry him. Yeah, hi, it's Lila. Do you have a message?
I leave for Chicago today. I'll be back in a week. I'm going to order a couple of more tests, and I'll review the results when I get back. More tests? Why? What's next? I want you to see Len Michaels. A shrink? Not for therapy, but for some mental tests. I also need an MRI and an EEG in neurology.
Bob, I want you to do me a favor. As my friend and stepson, as well as my physician, please, whatever you find out, let me know first so that I can tell Nancy in my own way. Now, I want your promise.
Well, you know that I'm bound by doctor-patient confidentiality. But my mother could make Marcel Marceau talk.
How did the test go? I hope you gave Dan a clean bill of health.
And, my dear Royce, even though your contract fails to include an end date, we're eagerly awaiting the completion of the tower. Is it going to be next summer? Is it going to be next year? Or indeed, the end of the century?
Oh, it'll be well before then.
I think. I'll be very happy to give you estimated timetables as long as everyone understands that it's not written in stone, as it were.
Splendid, splendid.
If that's all, I'll be getting back to the site. Nice seeing you all. I should be going as well.
Coming? Well, I'm going to walk you out and tell me everything that's going on at Margot's trial.
It's a closed courtroom, Lucinda.
Ah, but she tells you things at
Chester
night.
tells me you've been working out regularly at Mosconi's.
That's right. I wouldn't call it working out, though. It's more like torture.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you there.
I prefer to do Tai Chi at home.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi. Hi.
Hi, Neil.
Why don't I tidy my desk?
Hey, look, sorry I barged in on you and your ex-husband. Didn't mean to throw you. You looked a little thrown.
Michael's got that effect on me. We were married for about 5 minutes, but the misery lingers on.
Well, I got a good idea. How about I take you out for a nice lunch? Okay. How about I take you back to Mosconi's gym? You can put me back on the rack, and I'll eat some of that rabbit food, if that would suit you better.
It's very sweet. But I can't. I better get back to work.
Shining and disinfecting, nothing outperforms us in the bathroom. Dow Bathroom Cleaner, starring Scrubbing Bubbles. We work hard, so you don't have to.
If I even look at a sink full of dishes, my hands go crazy. But now there's Palmolive Sensitive Skin for dishes. It's free of dyes and the harshest irritants. It's even dermatologist tested. Palmolive Sensitive Skin. It's dishwashing made less irritating.
Hi, may I take your order? Hello? How can I help you? Hello? Hello? Hello?
This week, history is being made. Not here, but in the kitchen. This week, Ore-Ida introduces fast fries. So crispy, so delicious, you won't believe they came from your oven and not from a fast food place. Fast fries. They're that good.
Hello?
What's the first thing you should know about brushing your teeth?
Uppers first, then lowers.
Nope.
Okay, lowers, then uppers.
No. Plaques is the first thing you should know. It's the before you brush plaque remover. Rinse with Plaques before you brush. Plaques helps loosen plaque and break it apart so you can brush away more. Plaques, the before you brush plaque remover. And now look for the Plaques bonus pack with 33% more plaques free.
No, it's wonderful. It really is. I like it.
I thought it was appropriate for a Snyder.
Oh, is
yes,
that
it
it?
does. Well, it did.
It's very nice. Well, thank you very much. You know, I'm really glad I had the baby at the farm. You know, Mama was just wonderful, and it was so nice to feel close to her again. Oh, would you get that for me? Thanks. Hello, Iva Snyder's room. Lily, is that you?
I understand congratulations are in order.
Oh, yes, it's quite a surprise. Baby wasn't due for a month.
Yeah, it's funny how some babies just won't wait. I had a friend who was on the tour with a musical. She went into labor at the beginning of the finale, and the baby was there for the curtain call.
John, isn't this a nice surprise? Hello.
I understand you were at the farm last night when Iva started having contractions. I'd like to know what you said to her that forced her into premature labor.
Oh, thanks.
Well, so, how bad was it with Michael?
He still blames you for coming between us.
Yeah, same old Michael, like a broken record. God, why did I ever introduce you to?
Hey, that's in the past. I think I finally got through to him.
I'll be first. Oh, Lord, when I think about him tracking you down. Why now, when there's so much at stake?
Royce, don't you think it's time to be honest about everything? I know you're worried about Emily. Royce? What are you thinking?
It had better be over with Michael. Because if it's not, if he tries to get that close to you, I swear he won't live to talk about it!
the Honorable Judge Lawrence Hamlin.
Please be seated. Court is now in session. Mr. Benedict, you may call your next witness.
Your Honor, may I approach the bench, please? Your Honor, I've just been informed of a new witness waiting outside. I was unable to share her name during discovery because we weren't certain we could locate her or if she would be willing to testify.
This is highly irregular.
Your Honor, this is vital to my case.
Who is this witness, Mr. Benedict?
What do you think is going on?
Looks like Murphy's got something.
What's happening? Are they trying to pull a fast one? They've located your ex-girlfriend.
The state calls Crystal Lennon.
Now people are feeling shower fresh in a surprising new way.
Shower to shower each day. Just keep odor away.
Introducing Shower to Shower Antiperspirant.
Shower to shower each day. Helps keep wetness away.
We've combined one of the most effective anti-wetness ingredients with cornstarch to keep you feeling fresh and dry all day.
Shower freshness over the day.
New Shower to Shower Antiperspirant.
If we were to take the shells out of Velveeta shells and cheese and add rotini pasta and tender broccoli to our rich, creamy Velveeta cheese sauce, you know what would happen? Something good. Try Velveeta rotini and cheese with broccoli.
You scum. I want you out of my life. Soap scum's disgusting. That's why I use X14 soap scum remover. X14 is made to get rid of slimy soap scum without scrubbing. Try X14 soap scum remover.
Jimmy and Chris for Nuprin.
Jimmy, relax. Have some fun.
Who says I'm not having fun?
You can't go on forever.
Want to bet?
Admit it. Sometimes it hurts.
Ooh. So I Nupe it.
Nupe it.
And it's gone.
I Nupe it too.
Nuprin works for me.
It's strong medicine.
Some people know how to stay in shape.
Why, thank you, Jimmy.
Nupe it.
With Nuprin, the body pain medicine. Now from the makers of Nuprin, Nupe it with new backache for lower back pain.
Friday.
Liar!
How does a golden girl get revenge?
You could try doing what I always do. Blanche, I'm not going to get naked and call the fire department.
Then, when the Major and General go back to school, who gets caught cheating? Naughty, naughty. And party with the designing women. On an all-new night of comedy, Friday.
In this small western town, she's going to do what no one has ever seen.
This doesn't work. Everyone will blame me.
Jane Seymour, Dr. Quinn, Saturday.
Men's Accessories by Swank Incorporated. Due to special programming, As the World Turns will not be seen tomorrow. This is Dan Regent, inviting you to join us again Thursday for As the World Turns. This is CBS.